Taylor Allison Swift, born December 13, 1989, is an American singer-songwriter. Her songwriting, artistry, and entrepreneurship have vastly influenced the music industry and popular culture, and her life is a subject of widespread media coverage. Swift began writing songs professionally at age 14 and signed with Big Machine Records in 2005 to become a country singer. She released 6 studio albums under the label, 4 of them to country radio, starting with Taylor Swift, 2006. Her next, Fearless, 2008, explored country pop, and its singles Love Story and You Belong With Me catapulted her to mainstream fame. Speak Now, 2010, infused rock influences, while Red, 2012, experimented with electronic elements and featured Swift's first Billboard Hot 100 #1 song, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. She departed from her country image with 1989, 2014, a synth-pop album supported by the chart-topping songs Shake It Off, Blank Space, and Bad Blood. Media scrutiny inspired the hip-hop-influenced Reputation, 2017, and its #1 single, Look What You Made Me Do. After signing with Republic Records in 2018, Swift released the eclectic pop album, Lover, 2019, and the autobiographical documentary, Miss Americana, 2020. She explored indie folk styles on the 2020 albums Folklore and Evermore, subdued electro-pop on Midnights, 2022, and re-recorded 4 albums subtitled Taylor's Version after a dispute with Big Machine. These albums spawned the #1 songs Cruel Summer, Cardigan, Willow, Anti-Hero, All Too Well, and Is It Over Now? Her Eras Tour, 2023-2024, and its accompanying concert film became the highest-grossing tour and concert film of all time, respectively. Swift has directed music videos and films such as All Too Well, the short film, 2021. One of the world's best-selling musicians, with 200 million records sold, Swift has been honored as the Global Recording Artist of the Year 3 times by the International Federation of the Phonographic Industry. She is the highest-grossing female touring act, the most streamed woman on Spotify and Apple Music, and the first billionaire with music as the main source of income. The 2023 Time Person of the Year, Swift has appeared on lists such as Rolling Stone's 100 Greatest Songwriters of All Time, Billboard's Greatest of All Time Artists, and Forbes' World's 100 Most Powerful Women. Her accolades include 12 Grammy Awards, a Primetime Emmy Award, 40 American Music Awards, 40 Billboard Music Awards, and 23 MTV Video Music Awards. Swift is a philanthropist and an advocate for artists' rights and women's empowerment. Early life, Taylor Allison Swift was born on December 13, 1989, in West Reading, Pennsylvania. She is named after singer-songwriter James Taylor. Her father, Scott Kingsley Swift, is a former stockbroker for Merrill Lynch, and her mother, Andrea Gardner Swift, née Finlay, is a former homemaker who previously worked as a mutual fund marketing executive. Taylor has a younger brother, actor Austin Swift. Swift's mother is of Scottish and German descent, and her father is of Scottish and English descent with distant Italian ancestry. Swift's paternal great-great-grandfather, Charles Carmine Antonio Baldi, was an Italian immigrant entrepreneur and community leader who opened several businesses in Philadelphia in the 1800s. Her maternal grandmother, Marjorie, née Moilenkamp Finlay, was an opera singer. Swift spent her early years on a Christmas tree farm that her father had purchased from one of his clients. She is a Christian. She attended preschool and kindergarten at Alvernia Montessori School, run by Bernardine Franciscan Sisters, before transferring to the Wincroft School. The family moved to a rented house in the suburban town of Wyomissing, Pennsylvania, where Swift attended Wyomissing Area Junior-Senior High School. She spent summers in Stone Harbor, New Jersey until she was 14 years old, performing in a local coffee shop. At age 9, Swift became interested in musical theater and performed in 4 Berks Youth Theater Academy productions. She also traveled regularly to New York City for vocal and acting lessons. Swift later shifted her focus toward country music, inspired by Shania Twain's songs, which made her want to just run around the block 4 times and daydream about everything. She spent weekends performing at local festivals and events. After watching a documentary about Faith Hill, Swift felt she needed to move to Nashville, Tennessee, to pursue a career in music. She traveled there with her mother at age 11 to visit record labels and submitted demo tapes of Dolly Parton and Dixie Chicks karaoke covers. She was rejected, however, because everyone in that town wanted to do what I wanted to do. So, I kept thinking to myself, I need to figure out a way to be different. When Swift was around 12 years old, computer repairman and local musician Ronnie Kremer taught her to play guitar. Kremer helped with her first efforts as a songwriter, leading her to write Lucky You. In 2003, Swift and her parents started working with New York-based talent manager Dan Dimtrow. With his help, Swift modeled for Abercrombie & Fitch as part of their Rising Stars campaign, had an original song included on a Maybelline compilation CD, and met with major record labels. After performing original songs at an RCA Records showcase, Swift, then 13 years old, was given an artist development deal and began making frequent trips to Nashville with her mother. To help Swift break into the country music scene, her father transferred to Merrill Lynch's Nashville office when she was 14 years old, and the family relocated to Hendersonville, Tennessee. Swift attended Hendersonville High School before transferring to Aaron Academy after 2 years, which better accommodated her touring schedule through homeschooling. She graduated 1 year early. 2004-2008, Career Beginnings and First Album. In Nashville, Swift worked with experienced Music Row songwriters such as Troy Verges, Brett Beavers, Brett James, Mac McAnally, and the Warren Brothers, and formed a lasting working relationship with Liz Rose. They began meeting for 2-hour writing sessions every Tuesday afternoon after school. Rose called the sessions some of the easiest I've ever done. Basically, I was just her editor. She'd write about what happened in school that day. She had such a clear vision of what she was trying to say, and she'd come in with the most incredible hooks. Swift became the youngest artist, signed by the Sony ATV Tree publishing house, but left then. BMG owned RCA Records, later bought by Sony Music, at the age of 14 due to the label's lack of care and them cutting other people's stuff. She was also concerned that development deals can shelve artists and recalled, I genuinely felt that I was running out of time. I wanted to capture these years of my life on an album while they still represented what I was going through.